Hey, what's up? Just want to talk a little bit about potting soil, soilless mixes, whatnot, because I think it's pretty important for your plants to have the right nutritional value of what they need. But your basic potting soil is pretty good to start out, just with, like clones like this. This is one of your major brands. It's got 3 months feeding in it. It only lasts two or 3 weeks in these small cups, but it's good for they're not going to be in the dirt that long. They're going to get transplanted. And for flowering, I use for flowering, which is excellent dirt. It's probably twice as much money for this as it is the other dirt, but it's called Fox Farm. I'll show you the back of it. It's called Fox Farm, and it's a really good dirt. It has all your seaweed, kelp, it's got humus, peat moss, ocean forest potting soil. It's got fish, crab meal, shrimp meal, and plenty of earthworm castings. So just a really all good flowering. And once again, this does have feed in it, but it only will last you maybe a month. So that's kind of what the front is called, Ocean Forest from Fox Farm. Like I said, I like it. It works pretty good, and it helps keep the pH together. And I just wanted to show you, let you see it. Another thing I wanted to show you is the soil that I got is like dry, really dry. I mean, powdery dry. So what I like to do is I mix up some starter fluid, which is like 200-300 ppms, and it's pH'd. So all the water I use on any of my plants is always pH'd at 6.5 to 7. Try to say more around 6.5. It can be 6.2 to up to 7, but usually 6.5 is a good number. What I do is I take this and I mist it and get that top layer, let it soak in, let it soak up in there a little bit. Then I got like a chopstick here. I just mix it up here a little bit, kind of like cooking a cake. Just so once you get the water going in it and stuff like that, it's easier on the initial first water, that it just doesn't run through, because what it will do is make pockets and it won't even get your dirt wet, and it's kind of a hassle. And I had problems with it. I was getting dry dirt, and it seemed like it just come right out the bottom as quick as I put it in there. Give it a little shake around. Some more squirts. I like getting these big chunks out of there. It ain't gonna do nothing no good. That's the only thing about your cheaper blends, it just don't have the same quality dirt. But like I said, this particular brand, it pretty much thrives on it. So for a couple weeks of feeding with having it in the dirt, it's not bad. Yeah, it gets soaked up real good here. I'm gonna give it this time, give it a real good soaking. Get it on the side a little bit. But all you really want to do is get it to not a muddy consistency, but to where it's not real light and fluffy anymore. So you know, just get it mixed up a little bit. It's starting to get there. The reason I use something to mix it up is because it creates and takes all them lumps, because it tends to lump up when it gets wet. See, now it's not, still pretty dry. Doesn't really pack together at all. Give it a little bit more water down on the sides. Yeah, you can see it penetrating now. A little bit on this side. Mix her up a little bit. Yeah, you can tell it gets a little bit heavier. You can tell by the weight in it. It's getting there. But you get the basic idea. I mean, it's getting a lot wetter than it was. Here's, I'll show you some dry, between dry and not. This is starting to get wet. This is not. It's just like powder. You can see the consistency of it. It's like powder. And this is just a little bit wetter. So get all mixed up, shake it around a little bit. Plants will love you. Water will go in even. First water will be great. And alright, couple more squirts here. I mean, it's not really penetrating that much because there's not that much water going into it, but it's all getting evenly moist. Now see, it's getting kind of lumpy. I like breaking them up a little bit. Shake up like that. Get some of that drier stuff. Right, it's getting there a little bit more. It looks like it's wetter than it really is because it's so fluff. It's like almost like sawdust, pretty much. But you get the basic idea.